Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you guys are. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to this spontaneous pre-match preview of Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. Hope you guys in the chat are doing well. Hope you're still awake. We've got Rads on, and whoever else wants to come on will be coming on because this was lastminute.com. Oh, we got Dor in the chat. Dor, you want to jump on, mate? We have no plan, do we, Rads? We're just gonna
literally top of red.
But yeah, how are you, Rads? How are you guys in the chat? Hope you're all well.
No, very good. Looking forward to the game. Also very nervous, like I think all of us are.
I'm a little nervous as well, mate. I'm hoping. I want to see that tight defensive performance. Let's get Jay on as well. Jay just jumps in. You all right, JJ?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Rads is making me more nervous.
Why?
Tomorrow.
Why?
I'm not intending to, but
I don't know. I was just about to say, right, I want to see a performance defensively like we did against Villa, but I just want to see us attack as well. I want to see last season's counter-attacking football.
We could have done that.
Asking for too much here.
No, I think we could have done it in the last 10 minutes of the Villa game, though, and I think we would have been okay. I think naturally, as a manager, you're probably going to think, well, look, we've not conceded. Well, we conceded earlier on, but we've not come ridiculously close to conceding throughout the game. So, why risk that last 10 minutes? And that's fair enough. Do you know what I mean? You want to go with something, with a point at least. But for me, I do feel that you probably could have, for that last 10 minutes, just said, go on the attack. I would have took Kouyaté off, and put Mangala on. Probably would have done it earlier. Chuck Lewis O'Brien on and get some energy in the midfield and gone for the attack. But, it got us a point. But it's just playing it safe, isn't it, I suppose.
Do you see this, Jay, as a draw is good enough, or do we have to win?
I think in hindsight, I would say that we had to win. I mean, what, in terms of tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or tomorrow, I mean, the stats would say we have to win. Obviously the table says we have to win. Would I be happy with the draw? Obviously, I want to just win every game, but I think we might just have to be happy with that. I mean, I'm not going to say that we're not going to go out there and win, because I think we'll shock a few people tomorrow. I think that the team are looking different. They're looking more confident. I think we can get the win 100%, but I'm going to put my money on a draw. And to be honest, just get a point. As much as I'd love the 3 points, I'd kind of be content with.
Well, let's see if your bosom buddy agrees with you. Look who we found lurking in the background.
Oh,
you all right, matey?
What are you doing?
Why have you got Jamie on?
Why is he on here? He was causing so many troubles at Leicester. You should have seen him walking through Leicester. He was causing so much trouble, Dor was, and we had to stop him.
Wolverine, have you seen the TikTok, Wolverine? Because I don't know if you know, me, you, and Rads, top 3 YouTubers. Jamie Martin's nowhere to be seen.
Well, what happened? What? No.
Dor, did you make that?
I saw Dor sent it, but
I think Dor made that.
No, I've seen you. You, myself, Wolverine, and Rads are the top 3. Jamie Martin nowhere to be seen. Thank you for the support, people.
Martin?
It's all right. My mum thinks I'm in the top 5, so that's okay, isn't it?
Was it done on looks, Dor?
I don't know, but I know.
Probably,
Listen, Jamie, do you want me to mention? Do you want me to mention Belgium to everyone?
Let's not go. Yeah.
Okay, then behave yourself, people. In the comments. If Jamie bullies me, tell me. I can't see the comments, so just tell me. Yeah.
I'll chuck some of them up. They're all loving having all 3 of you on. Send me what you're talking about, Dor. Just DM it to me. I haven't seen it yet.
You won't want to know this.
No. I do know. Jay looks pretty embarrassed by it.
I think you could say regretful. That's what I'll say. Regretful.
All I'm going to say, right? Look, this is to Rads. This is for you, Rads, right? If you saw an older woman who's about, I don't know, about 28, how old are you, Rads?
21.
So am I.
Yeah.
So
right, Rads, we're the same age.
So Rad,
Really?
if a woman that was 33 years old, would you say yes or no? Just for a date.
I'm really confused, to be honest. About that question.
Careful, Rad. Your dad's in the chat.
I'm just gonna say no comment.
That's the right answer, man.
That's what I said. That's what. Yeah. This is.
Look, Rads. What you need to know is
so
that like wine. They were like wine. The older they get, the better they are.
Oh,
Is this a forest stream? What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's something about door that brings out the child in me, man.
Sorry.
I hope my mum isn't seeing this. That's all I hope. That's. Oh my god.
I'm in the same camp.
Oh god, there's a comment we didn't. Hey, Dor, where are you?
You know when you said unrehearsed, I can see what you mean.
I told you, mate. No plan, no nothing, right? Right, let's just get something because Ramai's asking. Let's do this. Everyone here is a YouTuber. Jay, shout out your channel.
Media Man. If you search that up on YouTube, thank you.
Go subscribe to Jay. This guy is definitely been on the lash tonight. Go subscribe to his channel. Where can they find you again, Dor?
Dor on Tour. I'm the 5th favorite YouTuber.
Well, you're in the top 3 with me and Rads, aren't you?
Oh yeah, top. I think I'm 3rd.
Officially now.
I'm 3rd. So yeah, just find Dor on Tour. I'm trying to get to 10k before the end of the year. So yeah, go and support me. Don't support Jay. I've had enough of him already.
And Rads, shout it out.
Yeah, go and follow Rads, everyone, for top quality content about Nottingham Forest FC. So, yeah, do that.
My beautiful mod, Omai, is chucking your links in the chat now. So everyone go click on those. And obviously hit that like button. We are, as you can tell, unrehearsed, uncensored, unplanned. Lovely fingernails there by Dor. Shall we go back to the more serious subject?
Dor's wallpaper.
So, Rads, would you or not 33 years old?
No, Rads. No, seriously, no. I know your dad's watching, but you're 21 years old. If you saw if a 33-year-old asked for a date, just a date, nothing more, just a date, what would you say?
I'm being put on the spot, I wish I could just cut the camera now. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah. Your connection's cutting out, Rads.
I haven't been endorsed
let me ask you a more serious question, mate. Yeah.
No, Rads, I'm not drunk.
Let me ask you, Rads. Let me ask you. Yeah.
Look at Jamie's face. Look at Jamie's face.
He's worried you're going to turn on him, isn't he? Okay.
Over to you, Wolverine, on this one.
With the £2 cracking panel, boys. Yo, Ant, if you want to jump on and have that debate with Jamie about Yates at the back.
No.
Hey, I've got to ask you, Dor. I've got to ask you because I forgot to ask you last time, right?
Yates at the back?
Dor, don't. This is my thoughts.
Guys in the chat as well, let me know. Let Forest Ant know, yeah? Would you play Ryan Yates at the back?
No. To be fair, last season when we played against who was it, Derby? I don't think we played against Derby in that 3 about, but then it didn't work.
Yeah. You tell that's Forest Ant, mate. No. And Omai. It was
the Derby game. I remember. Yeah, that was not fun to watch.
No, but he did it before that. He did it before that as well.
They need to against
Swansea. He did it once well, and then it didn't work against Derby.
Yeah.
I think we need him in the midfield to do that because I think he just frustrates other players and he just look at what he did to Jacob Ramsey. I mean, Jacob Ramsey went absolutely mental and could have got further carded or whatever if he kept going. So yeah, I think the mental game, that's the side that Ryan Yates wins in that midfield. That's why I keep him there, nowhere near the defence.
All right, let me move this forward now. This looks planned now. Rads without Ryan Yates at the back. Yeah, sorry Omai, sorry and yeah. Who would you start your back 4 tomorrow, assuming it's a back 4?
My fullbacks would be Toffolo and Aurier. think those two.
I want to go into a full debate on left backs in a minute. Carry on. Yeah.
I wonder why you say that. A centre backs with who we've got available probably have to be McKenna and Wall. And I think Cook played well the other day, so if he stayed in, I wouldn't be as frustrated as I was before. But I think Wall probably deserves a chance again. But it's up for debate.
So, Worrell and McKenna, I think they work in a back four. I think Worrell would be better in a back four, and I'd definitely start him ahead of Cook. I know everyone's saying Cook played well, but I still think Cook was the reason we had to play so deep. Yeah. Would you do that as well, Jay? Or would you be happy with Cook still in the team?
I like Cook because I thought that he went in really awkward situations and cleared the ball, and I thought he was solid overall. But I give Joe Worrell a run out. Obviously, if he's fit to do so, I don't see why not. I think he's had time on the bench to go and have a look at what the team needs to improve on in the defence specifically. So yeah, chuck Worrell on. But I'm gonna have to say Nico Williams right back because me and him are like Bezzy power.
He's retweeted Jay, and now Jay quickly deleted his prediction.
We're Welsh friends. We're Welsh friends now. This is a different love, though. We're Welsh friends.
Listen, he put his predicted team sheet out earlier, and it had Aurier at right back. Suddenly, that tweet's been deleted and edited.
Let me say something right. Because now people in the comments, because Jay thinks he's Welsh now because he went to a Welsh game. He thinks he's Welsh now. Listen
full
to
time.
People in the comments, get at Jay. He thinks he's English. He's born English.
I'm going to Armenia next year, though, to watch Wales.
What's
it all about?
What for?
Supporting the lads. Supporting the boys.
No, he's supporting Brendan and Nico.
Mate,
I support Rex
more Welsh than you are. Ask Rads where he is right now, yeah, Jay. That's
Rads,
true sheep dragger right there.
Rads, where are you, Rads?
I'm in Wales. I'm Team Jay.
People in the comments, get at Jay, get at Rads, get at him, slag him off, say everything.
I want
to see some sheep emojis. I want to see sheep emojis.
Right, Jay. Okay,
I can't see the comment.
Right, Jay. So, World Cup, who you supported, England and Wales?
Wales.
So you want Wales to be England?
Yeah.
People click this. Put it on Twitter. Get at him.
I won't go that far.
I actually agree.
Do you know what? But you know why I'm going to say that? Because I don't think that the England players have the same attitude as the Welsh players. Getting to the World Cup and the Euros means nothing to England fans anymore. But the reaction of the Wales fans when they get to the Euros or to the World Cup, in fact, is amazing. I don't think we realise how lucky.
Would you say that about Forest?
I think
if the players didn't have the attitude, would you say that about Forest?
What, on choosing them over who?
Derby.
Absolutely not. Hold on. That's a different situation. That is club over country every day.
No.
Club over country every day.
You asked that question. Choose them over who? It should be an automatic no. You actually gave it some thought there, man.
No, I'm not choosing Derby over Forest. Don't even consider that.
All right, not Derby, but the fact that you actually said choose them over who, instead of saying automatically no.
No, he's got a point.
Well, if it came to Wrexham, you know what I mean?
Nice. Listen, Jay. Yeah, Jay. Forest Ant is defending his best friend Gareth Southgate. Yeah.
No, Gareth Southgate's got to go though. I feel sorry for you England fans, man. It's all about Rob Page.
Jay, where were you born?
I was born in QMC in Nottingham.
Okay, I'm pretty sure last time I checked, Nottingham was in England, wasn't it? Unless it's moved.
My family are actually Polish, though. Like a lot of my mum's side are Polish, so really I should support Poland. Maybe it's Poland and Wales at the door. Let me know.
Yeah, but no, people in the comments, get at Jay, man. I'm not having it.
What I will say is this, right? I was born in Scotland, so I don't really care about England, yeah? But I want Wales out in the group stages. I want Switzerland out in the group stages. I want any Forest player out in the group stages. I don't want injuries. I don't care who wins the World Cup. I want them all out. Straight away, no injuries. Yeah.
It's crazy to think we have to actually worry about that now.
Yeah.
We have to worry about that. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's bring it back to Forest. So I've had their back four door. Hit me with your back four for tomorrow. What would you go with?
Serge Aurier. Worrell,
Yeah.
McKenna, and Toffolo.
Worrell,
my bad.
McKenna, Toffolo.
Because
Okay.
no disrespect to Cook, like Cook, he played all right against Villa. Like he did what he did, but he's just too slow. Joe Worrell is slow. Let's keep it real. But I think Joe Worrell is I think we need him, if I'm honest. So on Toffolo, everyone keeps saying about Lodi. Yeah, Brazilian black, but Toffolo for me, he was all right against Villa. So,
Do you know the thing as well? Toffolo showed why he should play for Forest, and Lodi at the moment is going off performances at Atletico Madrid and Brazil and other things. And I do think there's more of Lodi that we're yet to see. I'm not going to cast any predictions on him at the moment, but for me, I think Toffolo's proving to me why he should be the first choice left back. But as a lone player, having them as second choice is so difficult. I'm sure Diego Simeone won't want that. So it's a really tough situation, really tough.
I've put a poll in the chat, Lodi versus Toffolo. Let me be the other side of reason here with Lodi, yeah?
He wants Nico Williams in left back. At left back.
I thought he was crap at left back when he did it in the friendly. But okay, that was just one game. But I don't know. Let me, guys in the chat, get your votes in.
Why is Jay not in bed? Because we've got an early start tomorrow. Why are you not in bed?
I got the message. I mean, I'm only going to be on here for another 10 minutes because I'm going to go to sleep after that. Don't worry, Dor. My bedtime. My mum has already texted me. It's way too late for you. Get your cereal and go to bed.
Wait, Dor, can we talk about your wallpaper?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a bit jazzy, that, Dor.
I'm at my sister's, that's why.
Don't blame your sister, mate.
I'm not my sister, that's why. So.
All right. Excuses. All right, let me make the case for Lodi. Yeah, and then Rads, you argue it back. Okay. Here's my point on Lodi. The difference between Lodi and, say, a Cook, right? A Cook, we know this is his level. Yeah, this is where he's playing at. He isn't going to get any better. He's probably going to get slower, if anything. Lodi has come to a foreign country, doesn't speak the language. Probably never heard of Nottingham Forest until he signed the contract and saw the emblem on the paperwork, yeah? And he has prestige. Atletico, I know what Jay is saying. He has a point, right? But he's got prestige. He destroyed Man U on his own last season. He just needs those players around him who will protect him when he gets forward. He will be able, like tomorrow we got Traore on that right wing, yeah? Who would you rather have up against Traore, Toffolo or Lodi? Lodi's played against the best in the world, yeah? Traore's got pace. He's chiseled as fuck, man. And but he can't cross or score a goal. For me, Lodi works better in the back four as well, but he needs a good midfield around him to cover him. And we haven't seen the best out of him. And the reason I compared him to Cook was this isn't Lodi's ceiling. This is Lodi playing at his absolute worst. Yeah, Lodi. And everyone's against, I can see it in the chat now, right? Everyone's against me, yeah? But that's why Lodi will improve and get better. I saw the training video today. Okay, based nothing on that. But he was overlapping. He was getting good crosses in and everything. Some people have even said play him in midfield or play him as an LW. Yeah, but I still think everyone needs to give him time to settle in, and you will see one of the best left backs, I reckon, in Europe. There's my case. No one's agreeing with me because it's 64% Toffolo in the poll. Yeah, who's going to argue back at me? Rads.
Toffolo's better.
What are you basing that on?
Form on
what, a game against Villa, who were terrible.
He played before.
Not necessarily. I think after the Newcastle game, I thought he improved every game after the Newcastle game. I thought as soon as he got on midfield in, he was good.
Spurs and West Ham, bro.
Let me say something right. So what game was it? Did Toffolo play good against West Ham? Wolverine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did I say Toffolo's bad though?
No. Okay. So what good game has Lodi played this season so far?
I haven't said he's had a good game.
You said he's better.
Yes.
But
I just don't think you can prove that yet. I think we're going off things that have happened because the only evidence that's actually been mentioned is he tore up Man United last season with Atletico Madrid, but that's no good news to Forest.
That's not okay. He hasn't just done it in one game. Yeah,
of course not. But he hasn't done it at Forest yet. So how can we say let's jump over Toffolo?
my argument back to that is most of the games he's played for Forest, apart from the last one he played, was in a back three. And that's not his position. That's not his position. Yeah. Toffolo, I would give you, is a better LWB, than Lodi, because he did that at Huddersfield. But for me, overall, Lodi, if we stick to a back four, he will end up being the better player.
He's got to prove it.
Of course he does.
He's got to prove it. If he plays tomorrow against Wolves, there's going to be pressure on him because, as you mentioned, he's a Brazilian international. He's an athletic Madrid player as well. So prove it. But Toffolo, on form, is better than him because it's all about confidence. It's all about confidence, and when you talk about confidence, Toffolo's in front of him.
I was going to say, I don't think there's any player in that Forest squad that isn't capable of taking Forest way. I mean, as a team, we've got the ability there, we've just not seen the full potential and, whatever of it. But that team has got the potential to be, I think, a mid-table team. But it's a confidence thing. I think for a lot of it, obviously with Lodi, it's probably a confidence thing, and every player is struggling. I think Dean Henderson is probably feeling the pressure. I think that, we can all talk about Dean Henderson.
Oh God, here we go, the dial up.
Yes, that's it. Keep your mouth shut.
Dor, you can't say that.
He's back. Yeah, Dor,
I'm back.
Right, mate. Did you switch internet with Jay or something? Because frick me, man.
Keep his mouth shut for a change. Because he's Welsh.
But all I'm saying is, right, we don't like to talk about Dean Henderson because it makes us uncomfortable because we've seen what he does at Sheffield and we like him and we all wanted him to come to Forest, right? But we all know that the distribution that Samba gave was something that we are missing. We conceded a lot of throw-ins last game. This is not for me to say that he's a bad keeper because I don't believe he is. But confidence is definitely hurting him, and I think that the situation at Man United is probably always in the back of his mind, which is probably not helping him at Forest now. So, 10 goals conceded from outside the box. A player like Ruben Neves, Neto, they're going to exploit that, and he's got to be prepared physically and mentally for the Wolves game. So,
but Jay, your point
really tough.
Is really good. Yeah. And I just want to expand on it. Who has been better than Lodi? The only two players that I would put my hat on this season so far are O'Brien and Mangala. Brad, do you think anyone's performed at a decent level outside of those? And Mangala, I'm judging him on a freaking game and a half here, man. So if you're being honest, O'Brien and then probably MG Dub is getting there. But outside of that, Brad, is there anyone you would add to been pleased with their performances?
I mean, I don't think anyone's played amazing apart from the ones you mentioned. But I would probably say Lodi's been the worst of a average bunch, I suppose. And I think the squad's only can be called average right now based on how it's playing. And obviously we all know, that the turnover we've had, I think in time there's quite clear potential that it can work. And I think it will work. It's just a case of time and making sure we can get the right system. And that's down to many things. Cooper obviously being the main thing. Just being patient about it, but obviously we need to get results at the same time. But I feel Toffolo deserves to be playing. I think he's fits the system better. I'm not doubting that Lodi can be good in time, but I personally prefer to play Toffolo there. But overall, I'd agree. I think only really O'Brien and Mangala have really stood out, and maybe Niakasi in those few games he had.
Yeah.
At the start of the year.
Who did you pick at right back, Rads?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because he played well against Aston Villa. I know he's not match fit.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, who are you talking about now?
Huh?
Who are you talking about now?
Aurier.
Okay, go on.
And let's keep it real. Nico Williams, young. I think Steve Cooper loves playing young players because he can get the best out of them. Sergio Aurier is 29 years old. He's been there with Spurs,
PSG,
a PSG, Villarreal as well. But Nico Williams is, like I said, he's a young player. We all talk about he he's got connection with Brennan Johnson, blah blah blah. It hasn't worked yet, but he'll get there. He'll get there. We just can't keep bashing him. We've got 23 players, and it's going to be difficult for Steve to think what's his best team.
I think Mabs is right though with this comment. We're losing the games in the midfield, not at the left back position. I 100% agree with that, man.
I still think that you could swap out Kouyaté for Mangala.
Yes.
And I think that the game would be massively, much better, because I think although Kouyaté didn't play awful, against Aston Villa, I'm not saying he did.
It wasn't that bad.
There's much better players than him.
But it's a case of, well, he wasn't bad, but Mangala would have gone on there and I feel been twice as good. I think he would have lasted longer. I think he's much quicker. He's much more physical. Kouyaté is by no means more physical than Mangala. I just want to put it out there. Height-wise and everything else, you'd think it'd be Kouyaté, but Mangala is more physical.
More mobile,
lasts longer, and he's quicker. Yeah. And that's for me why I think he should have gone on, earlier, if not started, but there might be fitness issues there. But I think that midfield will look really good if you had someone, maybe Lewis O'Brien, Mangala, and Ryan Yates in there, or you could chuck Freuler in there. So many different midfielders to choose from, and they're all so different in the way they play. That's why it's so difficult.
All right, Jay. So what are you going tomorrow for the midfield three?
So let's say
this is a hard question.
It is massively. I really like Dennis up front, but I'm not so sure, to be honest, because that second half performance was, for me, worrying. Not that he was awful, maybe just tired. So I don't know if it's a fitness thing. But midfield, I'd say probably Yates and Mangala, and then Lewis O'Brien is the 10. And
then
10. Maybe. I mean, maybe not. I mean, I don't literally whatever.
Dor was drunk.
What? Well, whichever you want to go for. If you want to go for the whatever, but he's got Oasis, yeah. But I'd go Lewis O'Brien, Mangala, and Yates, and then whatever else. That'll be for me.
Not
you're dropping Freuler.
Not me, no. I'm dropping Freuler, yeah.
Then you're playing three box-to-boxy, non-creative players, in my opinion. If you did that, I don't know. Would you agree, though?
Me personally, I'll play Yates, Fuller, Mangala. Kouyaté wasn't bad against Villa, but I personally think we need more energy, more pace. Because that Everton game that he played, Mangala played, he controlled it with O'Brien.
Yeah.
But then, me personally, like I said, with Ryan Yates, he can be. He's more as a DM than going forward. But I think it'll help Ryan Yates going forward, because if you've got someone like Fuller just sitting there with a back four, with his experience, Mangala using his energy, go up and down, and Yates just a little bit bombing forward, helping the front three. But
what I'd say to that is, I'm not putting you on the spot, but after the Bournemouth match, were you not on the bandwagon of O'Brien has to play? Sorry, after the Fulham match, and now you're saying drop O'Brien.
No, like I said, Ryan, everyone knows what you get from Ryan Yates. Everyone does. And with O'Brien, I think me personally, O'Brien's a player. Don't go on, he's been good. I think he's been the player of the season so far. He's a player that can come on for the last 30 minutes and change the game. I was a bit disappointed that he didn't get more time against Aston Villa, getting 1 minute. But I understood why Steve Cooper did it, because we needed that point. We couldn't go forward, because in case we did concede in the 90th minute, that would have been Cooper's fault. But people right now, I'll see O'Brien as a player that can come on the last 30 minutes and change the game. That's my opinion.
Rads, what would you do?
Well, I've said before, I think two of them are self-explanatory, with Mangala and O'Brien. The other one's very tough, because I think there's big bonuses from Freuler and Yates. I think the type of player Yates is very useful. You know what you're going to get from him, like we've just been saying. But I think we can probably trust Yates more than Freuler right now. But I do think that performance against Villa was very encouraging from Freuler.
Yeah, but you got a vendetta with Freuler, man.
No, I think overall he is the better player. But I think his early games for Forest, he wasn't particularly impressive. But I think he looked significantly better against Villa. So I think I wouldn't be against if we started Freuler. I think Freuler is got a lot of potential. He may be an older player, but for this Forest squad, I think he could work very well in time. And we're seeing the signs of that.
My three, this is how it works in my small, tiny brain. Yeah. From what we've seen so far, the only time I've felt there's been cohesion and chemistry in that midfield was O'Brien and Mangala against West Ham and the first half against Everton. They had never played together before. But I even remember watching Match of the Day afterwards, and they were talking about that chemistry, and they were playing in a 2 in the midfield in the 3-5-2. Yeah. So for me, automatically, I want to see that partnership again. Yeah. Ideally tomorrow. And then I look at it and think, okay, then it's between Yates and Freuler. Yeah. And I think if you put Yates in, we know what we get with him, but Freuler gives us more creativity in terms of better passing range, being able to play the ball through the lines, controlling the tempo of the game. And I just feel it gives a better balance to the team with those three. Not that I'm saying I wouldn't use Yates. How I would use Yates is how we used him against Everton, where we brought him on for the last 20 minutes and he started to bully that midfield, drive forward. He got the shot off that we scored from, that Jono put in. And that's how I see Yates at the moment. And that's how I see his development coming in the Premier League, is getting those 25 minutes at the end of the game, teams tiring. He comes on with that Yates, blood and passion. And that's how I think it will best work. But I'm open to being corrected. No. You're not. You're all happy with what I said.
No.
The argument. It's a tough one. Guys in the chat, who's your three? I've seen loads of them in there.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I think, Ryan Yates, obviously, a very young player, still developing, and to be fair, as much as I did say I'd like to start Ryan Yates, Remo Freuler, obviously Champions League experience, and I don't know how to say this without offending the club that I love, obviously, but he's gone from being in a top Serie A club in the Champions League to, lower in the Premier League division. And arguably, he's taken a bit of a step down. He's taken a bit of a challenge, and I think he'll be a great mentor to players like, Ryan Yates and also all the other midfielders you've got there, because at the end of the day, he's the most experienced midfielder you've got there, regardless of how much.
Well, dial up alert. He's back. You're back.
No, he's the cheaper. I think he was the cheapest midfielder out of Mangala, Lewis O'Brien, and Morgan and everybody else. So, you've got a great player there that's going to provide some, real experience, obviously mentoring for the younger players and everything. So, I think he serves multiple roles for it. So, as it's been said, I wouldn't be angry whoever you put in that midfield.
Yeah, you wouldn't begrudge them all. I think we're all in agreement that Kyoto doesn't start. I don't think anyone's put him in for a start at the moment. Is anyone going to back?
When he came on last 15 minutes at Everton, he was all right, and I thought he looked okay then. But that's what I do with him, and you can do that. You can use players like that. Look at last season when we used Keenan Davis to start games. Albeit a different position, use him to start games, wear out the defence, maybe get a goal, a couple of assists or whatever, and then Super Sam Surridge would come on and finish him off. That's what I like.
Quickly, I'm hearing this as well. Is anyone getting a bit of echo coming back through them?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. Yeah.
I can't.
There, it's gone. It's gone now. No. Let's carry on. Sorry, Jay, go on.
No, so yeah, I think Kuyai is a good player, but for me, last 10-15 minutes, and maybe just playing more defensive if we really needed to. I don't really see him because we saw him at Bournemouth and he was kind of trying to track back, and the pace just wasn't there. In the last 10 or 15 minutes, you wouldn't get away with it. Players are more tired on the opposition, pitch, the opposition team. Sorry, so the likelihood of them just completely outpacing you is not.
I agree.
So last 10 or 15 minutes, I think he has a part to play.
Shore it up, yeah. Shore it up. Add another body in there. Dor, can you take this question? Are you all concerned with the lack of form or performances from Lingard? What are your thoughts on him, Dor? And then I'll come to you, Rads.
100%.
I can still hear that noise. I don't know where it's coming from.
Jay, mute it. Jay or Brad, mute it. So see if it's one of you.
I'm already muted.
There, it's gone. It's gone.
It's Rads. It's Rads.
What, an echo?
No.
It's not even that. It sounds like you got some porno in the background or something, mate. I don't know.
Are they 33 Rads?
I can show you it's not that.
He listened to some Belgian porno after
You
all.
got the
Jay.
speakers up too high.
I've got echo cancellation on, so that shouldn't be.
No, the thing with Lingard, right?
Right, go on mute till I come to you. God, though.
The thing with Lingard, right? He come into Nottingham Forest, experienced player. Everyone got jolly about it. He chose Forest over West Ham. And we thought, yeah, he's the kind of player that we need in that number 10, because as you know, we had Joe Lally, Cafu, Zeganel in that role, and Lingard was a perfect fit. It hasn't worked out for him yet. Hopefully it will come, but he needs to start performing, because if he doesn't, and then we're not going to we're in deep trouble. Because I was listening to a podcast with Ray Ferdinand, and he said if Lingard gets the ball, more of the ball, we win games. And every time we play him, especially against the Leicester game, he was awful.
His heart's not in it. For one, he isn't a left winger, right? Just for one.
Jay, no. He's wrong.
100% is.
He played as a left winger at West Ham, and look what
Man United as well.
I don't know about Man United, but for West Ham, he played as a left winger, and maybe, like I said, I personally think he should play in that number 10 role, take control of the game, because he has got the experience to win a game for Forest. But at this moment in time, he's not done it. The Leicester game was just awful, and yeah.
But his head's not in it, though, is it, Dor? Let's be honest. His head's not in it, and that could be for a variety of things. I know that people are going in the chat and, they're calling him out and they're calling him names and insults and stuff like that. And, of course he's paid, he's paid a good amount of money per week and everything. But, at the end of the day, there's obviously other stuff going on in his life. Obviously he's a dad now and, he's kind of getting on in his career. I don't see him playing football for, the next year or two. I think probably if he stays, he won't stay at Forest, but, whoever he signs for next, I think that'll be his last club if he doesn't retire at the end of the season. I just don't think his heart's in it anymore. He's got other income streams, other businesses, and that's just how it is. He's not there mentally. And you can see that on the pitch. You can see that. He's got potential. He's got the, potential. He's got the ability. He's got everything. Obviously, I just don't think we're going to see that because of the mental barriers that are there. That's just my thoughts on it,
Rads, what are your thoughts on it? I'm interested in what you got to say on it.
I mean, it's difficult, isn't it, really? I think we all thought he would be a really good player for us coming up to the Premier League, signing someone, and this is probably the reason why he's probably not doing very well. Signing someone of his caliber, his name, we all thought it's going to be an instant success. And I've compared him to Paul Pogba, how he's a big name, but he's just seems to be only really interested in how he looks or his social media. And like you see in Lingard on socials and that, even on the Forest channels, and like just the way he is on there is I think why he's a luxury player, really, in my opinion. He has ability. We've seen it many times in his career for club and country, but it's just not working at Forest. And I don't think we can put it down to lack of fitness anymore, because he's played like 10 games at least for Forest now. So, yeah, it is concerning, and I want him to be a success. But ultimately, when we signed him, we had all these West Ham fans saying, "Oh, she's gone for the money. He's a 1-year deal, signing for the projects," as it was being said. Now I think about it, I understand why people were taking the mick out of us, because it isn't really commitment, and I don't think it is. His heart isn't it, really. I don't think he's going to be here for very long. He certainly hasn't been working so far. Who knows? He might click into gear, but we certainly haven't seen it
He
just
needs
yet.
to. He needs
Yeah,
to stop in a game
he does.
because we're in a relegation dogfight. So
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
was want to address what Forrest stands. Right, go on mute again, mate. Sorry.
I don't. Wolverine. Look, before I know Forrest Ant gives another controversial opinion. I'm gonna have to jump
Yeah,
out.
go, mate, go.
gents.
You go,
I'm
Jay.
sorry about that. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks
Absolutely
for jumping
loved
on,
it.
buddy.
Jay,
Cheers.
you go away, Jay. You're not needed. I'll see you tomorrow.
We don't need
You best
you.
not
We
tell
got-
that
we
story,
got the
Dor,
top
'cause-
3 YouTube streamers here, so we're good, mate.
Yeah, the best
we,
three
we were just trying to help you.
Whoa.
That was all.
Ah, you won't need me then. You won't need me.
Officially, according to TikTok, the best YouTubers on voice, by the way.
I don't have TikTok, by the way. I use Facebook Reels. There you go.
Jay,
So,
Jay, I'll send it. Jay, I'll send it. You the 3 best YouTubers. This is official to TikTok. Just want to tell you that.
oh, you're sending me to
You
sleep,
know,
Dor.
we can but try, can't we, guys? Jay, at least you know where the bar's set now, and you can inspire to be like us. Yeah.
No. I don't want
Yeah.
Jay to be like. I don't want Jay to be like me. Jay, you be yourself. Be yourself, Jay.
I tried, Dor, but you tell me off. Like when we were at Leicester, you were just telling me off every 5 minutes, like my dad.
Right. Let me tell you the story, people. Right. I want Wolverine and Russ to know this. So we're at Leicester away. We've gone out the car. Guess what he shouted? We're outside a Leicester pub. Guess what he shouted?
I love Wales.
yeah.
No, he shouted, "You Reds!" I'm like, Jay.
Jay, seriously, with all the crap that's going on in Leicester, yeah.
And then we walked down
Right.
outside the Leicester pub. He's still shouting, "You Reds!" I'm like, Jay, shut up. It's not like we're at a home game. Leicester, so-called rivals to them, not to us. He's still shouting, "You Reds!" I'm like, Jay, shut up. This guy, listen, people. If we're ever 10 years time we play against Derby County, do not take Jay with you because that's what we'll do.
Take me. Be the best.
Imagine him going
ever
to the
day of
new
your life.
den. Imagine him doing that in the new den or something as well, you know?
No.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Why? Why not?
No.
Why? This is not a rivals though, isn't that? So, Jay, go away. No, we don't need you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Jay, have a safe
See you
trip up
tomorrow, gents.
mate, yeah?
No,
Cheers,
Jay, are you in the way end or are you working?
I'm working tomorrow,
Go away then.
so
Don't
no
do it.
beers for me. All right,
Pe-
Dor,
pe-
you.
Right, people, ignore the journo. He's a journalist. Go away. We don't talk to journalists on here.
And joking
Go
aside, go sub to Jay. I might put the link in the stream. I'll put them all in the description as well afterwards. Give Jay some love. Give Jay some support. Jay, have a safe trip tomorrow.
Dor, you love me really. You love me really. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Have a good night.
I love you, mum, more.
If that's where you want to go, Dor, that's fine. I'll remove myself from the stream now. I'm coming back with something big. Take care, guys.
I just want to come back to just Lingard quickly, boys. I can't believe you said that. Oh, he's giving him the fingers from back there. All right. Ant said here, unpopular opinion time. When Lingard was playing for West Ham, he was part of a fantastic dynamic attacking side. What's he been playing with this season? What I would say to that is, was he not brought in to drive that fantastic dynamic side for Forest, to be the catalyst for us to be better? For me, look, I'll give you my 2 cents on Lingard. I honestly never wanted him because I hate Man U, and the fact that he's from Man U tainted it for me. But when it pissed off the West Ham fans, the Talk Sport lot and everything, I got on board with it. I don't know how I feel about what he's doing on the Forest channels. Like today I saw he's been posting all the initiation songs, saw Bidet and all this. He's having a laugh and a joke. He was on the table dancing, yeah? I think he's really good for morale backstage, in the team. But at the same time, it annoys me. I don't know why. I think it's because he's not performing on the pitch. And to me, it's coming across like he's having a laugh for a year. Do you know what I mean? If his performances were good and he was doing that, in training and everything, I'd be fine with that because he's building morale and everything. But you have to put the performance on the pitch and then match it with that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right to be pissed off at it. I don't know what the guys in the chat think, but it just, something about it bugs me and I don't know what it is.
I think with Lingard, like I said, he's got a massive reputation, and you said he's always on social media doing what he's doing. If I know we're in a bad patch, but if Forest were winning and they were doing exactly the same, do you think fans would be frustrated?
No, not that. No.
I know, and you can say mention like it's up to him. He's a free person. Like let him do what he wants to do. But Forest fans just care about what he does on the pitch, and at this time he's not doing nothing. So you need to step up and hurry up.
Right, lads, just let you know, I've got to go now. But
I've got to go in a minute as well, Wolverine.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, thank you for jumping on, mate. Enjoy the rest of your trip, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Wolverine.
Don't send me that TikTok. I'm so curious about it.
Yeah, I said it's really top of the top YouTubers. I just want to tell you that.
Hey, I'm inspired by you and those green eyes, mate.
All right, peace and love, Wolverine.
Yo, have a safe trip tomorrow, mate.
I will do, bro. See you in a bit.
All right, buddy. See you later. And then there was just suddenly one, guys. It's me and you guys. And I just want to be with you guys anyway so we can have a chat. So, you guys are backing me on this one. You're right, Wolverine. If he was performing well, would lap up the social media stuff. Exactly. It's like, I feel like I'm being hypocritical about him because when I saw Dennis today, he jumped and scared MG Dub coming down the stairs. I thought that was quite funny. But then again, I thought Dennis played okay on Monday. He scored a goal. He's trying. It's good atmosphere. I don't know if I'm being too harsh to Jesse. It's just, I want to see that same performance on the pitch and then go and do the clowning around off the pitch as well. Or what I would say is probably this way around. If you want to clown around off the pitch, it doesn't need to be shared by the official Forest sites because it is going to annoy the fans. It really is. It's just a bit frustrating for me. And if he, like you say, if he performs on the pitch, I'm not worried about it. If he doesn't perform on the pitch, then obviously I've got issues with it as well. And Spacebar says, it's fair criticism if he's just prancing around in the training ground and consistently underperforming. He needs to knuckle down performances. I couldn't agree more with that. Yeah, Peter, it was poor Rads, should I say? He's not in front of his usual setup, so there's a bit of feedback. So apologies. Fernandez says Lingard needs to take things more seriously. You're right, yeah, and it's because we've been losing. I want to see him lead. I want to see him as Mr. Experienced, coming from Man United, playing Champions League and all this. I want to see him lead the team. And for me, I'm kind of done with him, if I'm honest with you guys. I'm just done with his antics. The performances aren't on the pitch. It's just, I don't know. TC, absolutely agree with you. Forest Ant saying there's an old saying that I believe in. Winning cures all. It really does. It masks any bad performances. It drags people up with them. It just works nicely. Adam saying showing players laughing is annoying. Coyote really annoyed me. Yeah, and I've had a few of you guys before tell me that, especially when we're doing the player ratings, that Owoni bugs a lot of you when he misses a chance, that he's smiling after missing it, and he seems like, again, I think it's a caring thing, isn't it? But then at the same time, you have people who, when Dino Henderson conceded a goal and he's bashing that ground, as saying he's being a petulant child, he's doing it over the top. Check the inbox. I'll have a look at it, mate. I'll have a look at it. Is it Door? Is it PG? Can I bring it up on the stream? But what was I saying? Yeah, so Henderson. But then fans get on his back saying, calm down, your OTT. Look, I would probably prefer Henderson's reaction to the way Owoni reacts on the pitch. I like that passion. But I don't know what you guys think. It's all opinions at the end of the day. So Fernandez is going full here. He's saying terminate his contract and splash 15 million on Aouar. This Scarpa will probably be better, but Cooper won't play him because he's foreign. Scarpa, I'm going to do a piece on. I've had someone reach out to me on Twitter and give me loads of good information on Scarpa. And from what they've been telling me, he's really, really good. And he can perform, and he's really eager to come to the Premier League. So I will do a video on him, probably not for a couple of weeks until we start to get maybe towards the World Cup or something like that. Ez, do I sleep? Bro, I had a nap earlier. Ez, jump on, man. Jump on. Let's get your opinions if you're still up. And the missus will sign it off on you. I can, LOL. All right, should we have a look at this? Let me just bring up whatever this thing is that Dor sent me. Hold on, guys. Hold on. He sent me a link here. Hold on, let me share the screen. How do I do this? One sec. Okay, I'm not the greatest at TikTok, but let's see what we do here. All right, share screen. No, not that. All right, let's see what we've got here. The best forest YouTubers. Oh, who did this? I mean, what can we say, Dor? What can we say? Oh, I should turn this music off. I'm going to get demonetized. I mean, would you guys argue with that? Would you guys argue with that? Look, there's so many good forest YouTubers. Yeah, I say we support everyone. Oh, look at that. It's had 6 million views, Dor. More than our channels combined. Okay, let's get back to your comments, guys. Let's get back to your comments. Adam, how are you? He says, I think Cooper is starting to realize that with Jailings, he's having too much of a joke, and that's why he's on the bench. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it's really, really confusing me, this Jailings one. He just bugs me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I've got some personal issues because he was at Man U, but I don't know. Martin says, I like different personalities, but I'm a bit unsure if some of the things steal players' focus on the football. I agree with that, Martin. I agree with that. Forrest Dance saying, I know it's totally different level, but Salah always smiles when he misses. I think that, like with Taiwo, it's a personality or a culture trait. I'm sure they care. Yeah, I'm not saying with Taiwo. I've just noticed that a lot of the times when we do the player ratings, it's a comment that comes up if he's missed some. Fernanda's saying, Scarpa could be the best signing of the season. I think, from what I've been hearing, and it's only from some guys that have messaged me, that he sounds very good. He looks like a mixture of Messi and Ronaldo. Seriously, Ant's been on the old YouTube as well, hasn't he? And Adam agrees with him. Ez can't come on. Wifey's said no. Wifey said no. TCC, people only smoke when they are successful. What kind of idiot smiles when they do bad? Fair enough. The list is accurate in my opinion. It's spot on, isn't it? Notice they started with me though. Is that in reverse order? Usually you go third to first, don't you? It's saying nice. Spacebar says, why isn't he getting a game if he has that potential? Who are you talking about, Spacebar? Oh, sorry, I got lost. In the chat, who are your top 3 NFF YouTubers? Everyone vote for Forest Fan Hub. Forest Fan Hub. What was that? I don't know. It's something Dawson. I'll share it with you as Forest Fan saying, I'll do a TikTok of me and Dave. But they don't have 4-hour-long clips. Look, what I'll be doing, look, we got, I think we're going to stream Sunday night and Wednesday night as well, the Forest Forum. So obviously after the Wolves match and after the Brighton match. So what I'll do, I'll be creating little clips of some of the funny highlights, because we always end up having a laugh and a joke, and I'll be making them shorts as well on YouTube. Adam saying Wolverine, Rads, and Dor. Oh, he's got to say that. Poor Jamie. Someone give Media Man some love. Charlie, how are you? I haven't given up on Lingard yet. I think he's a twat, but could come good. I guess that's a fair description. Smithy saying, I think Bidet needs to play. We have the right defenders, but aren't using them. Smithy, I couldn't agree with you more. And what's frustrating me on this one is I've been hearing a lot of stuff where they've said he's had long COVID. he's struggling to adapt to the culture, the country, and the Premier League. The weirdest one I heard was the Premier League's been tougher than he expected. And I'm there thinking, he hasn't crossed the white line yet. How can that be the case? But you see him in every training video, smiling away. He's always very attached to Biancone and Bolly. Obviously, they're French speaking, so that makes sense. But I would give him a chance. I think he's a good young talent, and he's faster than Cook at the very least. Charlie's saying, Scarpa goals and assists look epic. He can adapt very quickly. He's really keen. He's really keen to get on. And Ant's saying, how are you, Ant? Bidet for Cook tomorrow. I don't think we'll see that. What I will say is, guys, if Cook starts tomorrow, pray for a yellow card. He's on 4. He's on 4. One more tomorrow, and it gets him a suspension. Oh my is saying my top 3 are Wolverine, Forest, Ant, and Dave. That's a good combo. And my favorite mod, of course, is Oh my. Have you signed this guy? Yeah, we've signed him. We've signed him. He's coming in January. Martin says maybe 1 million views on TikTok win games. Yeah, I think winning games will help us YouTubers most definitely. Fernando says if I was the manager, I'd drop Jono, Williams, Yates, and Cook underperforming. Stick with Biancone and Bidet in with Mangala. I'm okay with all those drops. I'd like Johnson out just for 1 game, just to give him a little rest. Yeah, we have signed him, spacebar. But for me, Jono just needs 1 game down. Does Forest Ant have a channel? He doesn't need a channel. People just follow him. It's that easy. It's that easy. It was very accurate. If it had my favorites on there, just missing Jamie and Max's. Yeah, all brilliant YouTubers. Support every one of them. Jay Sheeditz. How do I say this? Guys, how would you pronounce this? JS he did. Jay Sheds it's. Don't know. Biancon needs a chance as well. I think that Notts County game, the friendly, just killed him off in Cooper's eyes. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Scarpa joins us in January. Yep. Spacebar says shame we don't get him now, but we're getting him on a free, which is really, really good. Wheezy, how are you? What's the deal with Biancone? Never seen him play. Look, I said it as a joke today in one of the comments, but have Forest got issues with French players? Because if you look at it, Biancone, Bolly hasn't really had a chance. Not that I rate Bolly. Bidet, you could chuck Mbasso into that bracket as well. And then, of course, Awar, he's French, and we could have had him, but we didn't end up coughing out the coppers for him. Is there, and this is just a jokey question, my God, it's going to get clipped and everything, but why don't we like French players at Forest? I have no idea. I have no idea. Good to see you well. And Adam says, Scarpa shoots and his team are going to win the Brazilian League. Scarpa is a big reason. Yep, that's what I've been being told for a lot of it. Charlie saying, I pray for a Cook red card. Now, yellow is good enough. Yellow is good enough. Yellow is good enough. Jay Sheeditz or Jay Sheditz. Jay Sheditz, I think that's right. Not happy with Cook at the moment, and he keeps passing it back. He's also causing us to play too deep because of his pace even, not his face. My top Forest YouTuber is Mark Goldbridge. He does get accused of being a Forest fan. But then again, I get accused of being a Wolves fan because people don't realize that a Wolverine and a wolf are 2 different animals. But anyway, should be fun tomorrow. I got a feeling I'm going to get loads of Wolves fans coming on tomorrow thinking I'm a Wolves supporter. Don't forget, we're going to have the watch along tomorrow from 2:30. You'll have the virtual pitch. You won't miss a kick of the game. I'll keep you posted on what the goals are looking like. Let's keep going with these. So many comments coming in. Adam saying everyone who has a YouTube channel who are fellow Reds are my favorites. That's the right answer, Adam. Well done. And yeah, guys, while you're here, just please do hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to Rad. Subscribe to Dor. Subscribe to Jamie as well. Support all the Forest YouTubers because we got to get a better presence on here. I'm guessing Cook starts. Something I want to bring here is, I don't know how true it is, but someone did message me on Twitter. And if you're not following me on Twitter, Wolverine8125, saying that the team news has been leaked for the game tomorrow. And that Cook was in it, as well as, I think, Jono as well, and Yates and Mangala. I don't know if I believe it or not, but again, it just comes back to this whole who's leaking thing. Josh edits. Okay. I've got it now. All right, let's catch up with these. And then what we want to finish off with is some predictions. Oh my God, I'm going to have to skip some messages. Apologies if I've missed any. There's loads coming through. Fernando saying Gibbs White is a championship player. Mangala, Freuler, Dennis, and Lodi are the key players. I agree with key players. I completely disagree with MG Dub. He is going to be absolutely brilliant. Wolves fans love you too. Yeah, they won't tomorrow once I start calling them Dingle FC. Guys, I've never heard of a funnier word that's been attached to a fan base. Dingles, man. It's like freaking I'm a celeb. Dingle dollars for the Wolves fans. I can't wait to annoy them with that one. Retro, I don't know how true it is. But that's what I'm hearing. MG Dub is 22. He isn't a championship player. He really isn't. Yeah, I've seen this as well, man. Yammers. But I like Dingle. a lot. Apparently, that's what the West Brom fans call them. Bolly would be nice to see. I mean, I said in the preview video this afternoon that I do want Bolly in the team. I just think he will rile them up because they didn't like the way he left when he just didn't turn up for the match. But do we want a riled up Wolves fan base, or do we want them quiet? I don't know. What do you guys think? Dingo or Dingle? It's Dingle. Dingle dollars. I know it's Dingo dollars on the show. And Thomas, how are you? Says Cooper should stick with the same 11 almost every game. He changes tactics and players every game. I agree with that, but he's still not picking the right 11 in my opinion. Fernandez says he's only excelled in the championship. Wolves never played him. Yeah, but Lewis O'Brien has always been a championship player. Are you saying he's not a Prem player? Because I think he is. Spacebar says Forest can't defend and Wolves can't score. So if I predict a 0-0, it'll be a 4-3 classic. I have had that thought. Guys, what are your score predictions for tomorrow? Let me know. I'm a little worried. Like 1 minute I'm really worried, and then the next minute I'm thinking maybe this is the game where it clicks and we just smash the crap out of them. Josh Edits says, see, I got it right now. I'm not happy with Worrell being dropped to the bench. If it's an injury, I can't complain much, but Worrell doesn't normally let an injury set him back. I mean, the fact he's on the bench means he can't be that injured. So I don't know. Forest Dance says, shouldn't it be that Wolves are Dingleberries FC? Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh my is saying 3-1 to Forest. Adam's saying 2-0. Marcus, I think, is probably the most realistic. If we're going to do it, it'll be a 1-0. Chair saying 2-0. Costa brace. Costa will be in a brace, man. He's so old. He can't last more than 60 minutes from what I'm hearing. Retro saying 3-2 to Forest. Retro, that will be a hell of a game. Oh my God. I'm getting nervous now with all these score predictions. Ant saying 3-0 to Forest. TC is saying 1-0 to the Reds. Chair saying 2-0 to Wolves. Oh, you are a Forest fan. Bro, you got to be more positive. If you think we're going to lose 2-0 to Wolves, what do you think we're going to do against Brighton, Liverpool, and Arsenal, man? Wheezy, that's why I like to see 4-1 to Forest. I have no idea who you think's going to score. Fernandez says Gibbs White should be scoring at least 10 goals this season for the price you paid for him. O'Brien looks a decent coup. Gibbs White is one of the most creative players in Europe, according to stats right now, for under 23 players. So I will back my boy MG Dub. Ez is saying if we can contain them for the first hour or so, I think we sneak a 1-0, inshallah. Forest Dance saying Heady is 0-0, Heart is 1-0. Go with your heart, man. Go with it. What did you go in the predictor? Fernandez saying 1-0. Ben saying 1-0. Dennis the Menace. Guys, would you start Dennis up front or on the left? Forest fans are so deluded. Wait, did you not just say you were a Forest fan? Who do you support, Chair? Adam saying, oh man, Bolly or MG Dub to score the winner. Imagine. And then shush the crowd. Oh, I'd love it. I would love it. Josh saying, I'd like Diego Costa to get sent off. I actually prefer him on the pitch because I don't think he's going to... I'm going to jinx it now, guys. I'm going to jinx it. Jolly Ollie saying 2-0 to the Forest. Salvador, I haven't spoken to you for ages. Denison Colback, man. I don't think Colback will even make the bench with his back issues, although he was training today. He is a hothead. He is. We could see a lot of cards tomorrow. TC saying Cook to score the winner with a 25-yard shot. I would love it. I'll be jumping out of my seat. And then, guys, finally, she has arrived. I'm going to ask you a question. What number do you think I have on the back of this shirt? What number do you think on the back of my shirt? Let me go through the comments. Where is Wolverhampton? It's in Birmingham. It's an absolute dump of a place, man. I've been there a few times. The area is pretty dump-like. Birmingham is you know what? I have got like a sat-nav in my head, but when you come to drive in Birmingham, every time I drive in Birmingham, I end up going in circles and ending up at that stupid bull ring, man. I'm so sick of seeing it. It's just a pain in the ass. And went 1-0. Guys, if you're not in our predictor stream, go and click it on the link there and get your predictions in. It's such fun to do. And we've got to beat Twist, man. He's absolutely flying away at the moment. He's doing my head in. You're playing him up front where he was so effective at Watford. I still think he's an L-dub, in my opinion. James saying 2-1 to Forest. Can't see us keeping a clean sheet. Yeah, probably another out-of-the-box worldie. I'd kick at chair from underneath you. You're saying 20, Martin. Nope. If it's not 69, I'm not impressed. It's not 69, so sorry to unimpress you, Omai. They need to watch out for Neves. Yeah, I did get it wrong. I thought he was injured, but he was suspended. NFFC England. Nia Kate will be our savior this season. I feel sorry for him. There's so much riding on him. It's crazy. I just hope he gets back soon. You lot are all saying 10 here. 10 MG dub. 10, 10, 10. I will tell you it's not 10. I'll tell you it's not 10. Wolves is a crap hole. If Wolves is a crap hole, I want to go home. It's an absolute dump, man. It's an absolute dump. TCC saying cheap secondhand cars at Wolves. That is true because they're all stolen, probably. I'm joking. Wheezy saying 20. It's not 20. If Wolves score early, it will be a Leicester game. If we can keep a clean sheet for at least 6. Oh, God, Thomas, you're making me nervous, man. You're making me nervous. Either Lodi or MG Dub. Nope. Omai is the best mod ever. There's the link for the Predictor League, guys. Make sure you sign up to it. It's so much fun. And we stream it once a week to go through all the results. I can't say now the missus is from there and she's a fan. Keep it quiet, Ollie. Keep it quiet. Choco-Block, how are you? Driving in Brum isn't as bad as... Oh, man, Coventry's a pain in the ass as well. It's just that whole area, man. I'm not a massive fan of it at all. Spacebar says you need a new missus. Chair says, Wolves going to show Forest levels. Yeah, those whole 3 goals a season are going to be it. NFFC says 7. Not 7. And all I'm going to say is I think a lot of you will be shocked with the number it is. His injury came at a really bad time. I fully agree. I think you're talking about Nia Kate there, aren't you? Salvador says, what players are we bringing on this winter? Well, we're definitely getting Scarpa. We'll be definitely getting the kid back. I forgot his name now. Aguilera. He's coming as well. I believe it was a 6-month loan after we signed him. And then I think we need defenders, guys. I really do. Maybe a striker. Is this life, says Paul? No. It is, mate. It is. How are you, Paul? Hope you're well. And Charlie says 1-0 to Forest. Jono on counter-attack. Cook concedes red card penalty last minute. Hendo saves. Oh, God. I don't think my heart can take that, Charlie. I don't think it can take that. Chair, just admit you're a Wolves fan with your chest. Number 9. No, not number 9. Is Forest Ant still here? Good mods are hard. They so are, man. They so are. Oh my, I can't thank you enough for what you do, man. I can't thank you. My age. Yeah, it's pretty close to my age. I know Wolves is a crap hole. I've been... Congratulations on surviving. It's not number 3. Nope. It's not number 2. If Jimenez never had an injury, Wolves would be top 8. Yeah, but that's like saying if Sambalonga never got that massive injury that season, Forest would have been promoted. Oh man, he might come. Man, he's got a tornado of a left foot, and I wanted him in the summer. Also, Aurier still hasn't signed his new contract. I want to see him in there as well. I've just signed up for my 30. You're a legend, Ez. Guys, that's a good reminder. We've got the Brighton match on Tuesday, which is on Amazon. If you haven't got Amazon Prime, I've put a link down below. Get a 30-day trial. You can literally cancel it the second after you've signed up, and you'll still have it for 30 days. And on Tuesday, it's going to be Forest against Brighton on it. So make sure you're signed up if you're not going to the match so that you can watch it. And it helps my channel by you guys signing up for free. So I appreciate that, Ez. Thank you so much. And it doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free. Just remember to cancel it. He is a Wolves fan. Unless he's a West Ham fan. But then they're the Irons, aren't they? It's not 23. I can't believe none of you have got the number right. Maybe I'll do a reveal on the watch along tomorrow of the number. I haven't worn a Forest top in a match or a watch along since we beat West Ham. So maybe tomorrow I'll crack out the new home kit, put it on. What do you guys think? Thanks, dude. Love your show. Thank you, Paul. Good to have you in here. Forest Dan says the kid from Costa Rica needs to play in the World Cup to get a work permit. Is that right? Oh, crap. I don't want any of our players playing, though. Hey, the Walking Boom. How are you? Good to talk to you. I haven't spoken to you for a little bit. Lingard's number. I know he's your hero. What is Lingard again? 11, isn't he? It ain't 11. It ain't 11. 26. Nope. 34. Nope. Chair has come out. Oh my goodness. Everyone's still talking about Chair. Lingard's amount of TikToks per week. I don't think the number's big enough for that. Sambalonga was class back in the day. He was. Do you remember when it was him and Antonio, man? I really thought we were going to do it that season. And then it all went wrong after we lost to Spurs in that cup match, which I was at with my brother. Apparently, a favourites to get him. Oh, that would be really good. That would be really good. He's quality. Oh my, is an absolute legend. Is an absolute legend. I've heard that too. How are you guys getting this information before me? How? Okay, let's catch up. My God, I can't keep up with you guys. Oh my, is getting so much love in the chat. Do you get commission if I buy something on Amazon Australia? Yeah, so if any of you guys are ever doing any Amazon shopping, if you just click on one of the links in the description, you don't have to buy what it is, but it creates a cookie. And then anything you buy on Amazon, be it here, Australia, wherever, they give me like, it's tiny, it's pennies, but it adds up if loads of people do it. So yeah, I do appreciate that. If anyone's ever doing any Amazon shopping, just click on my link and then carry on doing your normal shopping. And it doesn't cost you guys a single thing. I don't give a shit what number it is. Nah, and I think you will. I think you really will. Do you guys want to see it today or tomorrow, the shirt number? What do you guys want, today or tomorrow? All right, I'm going to show it now. None of you have guessed it. None of you have guessed it. And saying hopefully we get Milonski, I can't even say his name. Oh, man. And, LaCroix. Me and you, Anne, on that LaCroix. I would love LaCroix. Omai's saying tomorrow. Ez wants to see it now. Ollie wants to see it now. Oh, my God. Now. 17. It ain't 17. I'll give you the name. That was a given. We'll do the number tomorrow. Hey, how old do you lot think I am? Freaking hell, 45, 40, 22. Yeah, thank you, Adam. 22, definitely. I'm definitely 22. 39. Although I don't give a shit, I want to see it now. No, but you don't give a shit, so how can you do it? It's not 69. It is not 69. Hey, Dean, how are you doing? 81. No, that's like before I was even born, man. You look 33, TC. Thank you very much. You know what? I'm gonna freaking dye my hair. Then I'm gonna look 21 again. Evening, Dean. Good to see you. Chuck saying 36. All right, shall I just do it now? All right. If you get the likes over 50, we'll do it now. 50 is too easy. Let's say 65, right? If you all go and like it, the video, make sure you're subscribed, of course, to the channel. Should we do it? Oh, that just jumped up 4 from 40 to 44. Okay, how are you, buddy boy? Hey, you got to get onto the fan forums, man. I miss your opinions. I hope you're keeping well. You want to see more of Sam Surridge. Guys, do you think Sam Surridge is Prem quality? I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced because he was never our number one. Oh, here we go. Look, Wheezy. I love Wheezy. Okay. Josh saying 37. Sean, me and you are not friends anymore. Kev, I really hope you don't think I'm that old. All right, we're on 50 likes. 10 more and I'll do a shirt reveal. I'm going to get the absolute piss taken out of me. Absolute piss taken out of me. I think Sam Surridge is the best current finisher we have. I do agree. If he's in the right position, he will score the goal. But I agree with, believe it or not, Forrest Ant. He's an impact sub. He will do well for us. I live streamed tonight, got 9 views, and the picture froze. Hey, well done, man. Look, it doesn't matter if you're streaming to one person or a million people, yeah? As long as you're getting good interaction, that's all you can ask for as well. Sam has Prem finishing and need to work on his movement. That's exactly right, Retro, and that's how I say it, right? We're on 54. I need 6 more likes if you want the shirt number. 39 says, Adam, my God, man. My God, how old am I? Forget Hearts, be a Motherwell supporter. No way, man. No way. Hearts are in my heart. Country of birth, the city of birth, should I say. Thomas says, yes, Forest have played against 2 Norwegian teams in Norway. Ek Tonsberg, 0-0 in 1980, and Vigor, 1-1 in 2002. 5 more likes. Spacebar says you need to get the ball to him first. Forest Ant speaks sense. Only when he's been drinking his antifreeze. Gakpo too. Ant, have you seen how good Gakpo has been this season for PSV? He's on another level. Why we didn't push for that signing, I will never know, man. He was going to leave and come Premier League, but this mic is just so nice. But he's just a ridiculously good player. Where did I get to? Kay here says Awoni just has the movement and strength over Surridge. Surridge has everything else. And also what I would add to that, Awoni has proven goals in a competitive or a more competitive league in the Bundesliga than Sam has at the moment. Sam's okay with another up front. Yeah, you could probably go Awoni and Sam. Gakpo won't join us. It's a dream too far. I know he won't now, but in the summer, I think we had a shot at him. 25 mil was the quoted fee, maybe 35 for the push. I mean, would you not have rather Gakpo over Lingard is what I would have said. Josh says he always does everything right, and he's still young, 24, got enough time to develop even more. Wait, who are we talking about here? I forgot. All right, let me catch up with some of these comments. Spacebar saying, a striker is only as good as the service they get. Fully agree with that. Still need 5 more likes if you want to see the shirt number. I guess you guys don't want to see it. Sorry to say, I think Gakpo is unrealistic target, top 6 team without that. He's going to cost a lot now. If we'd got in there early, I think it would have been really, really good. Sam Surridge, yes, of course, Sam Surridge. Yeah, he is still young. He's got plenty of time to develop, and he loves Cooper, and Cooper loves him. Something else I want to talk about before we wrap up, because it is getting late, and don't forget to watch along tomorrow. Shit, I'm getting nervous. I want to talk about your guys' thoughts, and I'm probably going to do another video on this about the players signing for Nottingham Forest, and were they Cooper signings or were they not? Because what's worrying me at the moment is I'm agreeing with a lot of what Simon Jordan is saying on TalkSport, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that worries me as much as agreeing with a lot of the things that Forest Ant has been saying lately. I don't know, man. It's scary times we're living in. But I want to just have a quick discussion about it. Now, Simon Jordan was very, very spot on, I think, in what he said today. Because there has been a lot of this talk about were these Cooper signings or were they forced upon him? Did Marinakis Jr. get involved? Did this happen? Did that happen? And I'm agreeing with Simon Jordan on it. He said something along the lines of, what do you lot think that Cooper was shipped off to an island all by himself? And then they just introduced 22 players to him and he wasn't involved at all in it. And I tend to agree with that. Look, I don't think all of them were Cooper signings, but I don't think all managers ever get all the signings they want. And the other point he made that was really good is he has never heard of a manager who has said, please stop giving me players. You know, I think that is probably, for me, the fundamental point of it all is why no manager has ever said, nah, don't give me him, don't give me him, don't give me him. Yeah. And what I mean by this is, would you rather have nothing or would you rather have all of this? So I think that's an interesting point because there is definitely, as SJB says, was it gone here? I think they can say Gibbs White was the only one who I don't know. I think he definitely wanted Nico Williams because we didn't even bid on Spence, which still hurts me. I know, but I think he was definitely one of his. But then you have to start asking yourself, like, what about the early signings? Like Biancone, I think, was the first one through the door. Why was he brought in so early and never been used? Surely those first few ones would be, you'd think, the ones that Cooper would have wanted in. It's weird. It's really weird. But just going back to the point of that, the thing I've always said is, what does it matter who has been signed? Yeah, they are now Forest players. Now, the other debate that comes out of this is, why didn't we just sign those loan players that we had, kept the squad from last season, etc.? And what I'll say to that is, I honestly look at our 25-man squad now, and I got to take these glasses off to dim my head in. And I look at it and I think that this 25-man squad is way, way, way better than our squad last year. I'd say in almost every single position, apart from right back, because I have a soft spot for Spence. But my point still is that when Cooper came in last year, he signed 0 of those initial players that he started to work with, and he got a tune out of them pretty quickly. Yeah. So I don't think Cooper is the guy who would be complaining about these signings, whether or not he was involved in them or not. Look, usually what would happen in football is they sit down and it'll work one or two ways. Either, it'll work this way. The manager will come in with a shopping list and the recruitment team will have a shopping list, and then they'll discuss it with the manager. And at the end of the day, the hierarchy will always win out because they're the ones holding the purse strings. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said in the video a few months ago. When I go out to dinner with the wife, I'll suggest something, she'll suggest something, and then we end up going with her suggestion. It's just the way life is. Yeah, it doesn't mean we stop talking afterwards or I throw a hissy fit and I still have to pull the wallet out at the end of the day. But it's like that in a kind of a really vague way, that analogy. Forrest Ant said, it's weird with Simon Jordan. He comes across as either a knob or a really insightful pundit. Yeah, and I think that makes him a really good pundit because he will split opinions either way. You'll either strongly agree with him or strongly disagree with him. You'll never be like on the fence with what he says, which, to give him credit, is what he's probably paid to do. Mark, how are you, Mark? Can't see them all being his idea. Some will have been suggested because they fit the profile of what we're looking for. I think that profile question is interesting because were they brought in for a 3-5-2 profile, as in the formation? And if they were, oh my God, my camera's gone funny. And if they were, Are we now playing a 4-back formation? And has this been the cause of the recruitment, heads rolling and things like that? I think it's quite interesting. Spacebar says, I think the main problem in most teams when they come up usually have a core you can add to, whereas Forest didn't, and you have to manufacture a core out of nothing. Yeah, but again, I go back to last season. I mean, the players we were playing in the Houghton era, you'd never think that they'd played together. You know how crap they were under him, should I say. And then look what Coops did with them. Hey, he can't sleep, come back. Don't worry, bro, my voice will put you to sleep in 5 minutes. Just put a sleep timer on and you'll be done. Martin says, I think it's weird if they just let Spence go without knowing if he wanted to stay or not. What's weird about it, Martin, is we never bidded on Spence. Never bidded on Spence. A lot of people said, well, he was the one who said that he wanted to go back to London. That's where his family is and everything. I don't know if I fully believe it or not. We'll never know. We'll never know. I've really started to think Steve Cooper had little to no say in the majority of the signings. Reason one, we've sacked the recruitment team. Secondly, in the last couple of interviews, he's reiterated he's the coach. Yeah, but again, I say tough shit is probably my answer to that. At the end of the day, if he was involved or not, he would have known if he was going to be involved or not. And he has to deal. I don't know. I don't agree. It doesn't. There's definitely conversations. Look, shall I tell you what swings a lot of things for me? Is Jesse Lingard. Yeah. Jesse Lingard, everyone's saying is a Marinakis signing. But Cooper went down to meet him in London to have a chat with him before he signed. And both parties have said it. Cooper said it, and so has Jesse Lingard. Cooper said, I wanted to look into the whites of his eyes, see what he was about, sell him the project, see what he wanted out of the project. Must have been some crap conversation because it hasn't worked. But that's not the point. The point is, Cooper went down to have a chat with him, and he made it sound like there was some sign-off with it as well. But that's my thoughts on that. And there was a lot of other players, especially in the first like 10 to 12 signings that Cooper met with first, you know. Josh says, I feel like some of them are signings like the ones who are great squad players, but people who have proved themselves before in the Premier League, like Dennis and Bolly, weren't Cooper decisions. I get what you're saying, Josh, but it is still speculation at the end of the day, isn't it? It feels to me like Dennis was definitely not one. Bolly was 100% a panic buy because of Niakate's injury. We'll never know. We'll never know. Dean says, one thing is certain, Spence wasn't a Conte signing. Yeah, because he's pretty much come out and said that Levy bought him for it. Jordan's like the Piers Morgan of football. Yeah, he's not far off. Omai says Spence is going up for Salinger. I would love Spence back. I know it's all about like reminiscing and everything. But I think he's quality, man. Chuck says, why is Simon Jordan radio pundit? He must have had a fortune to be a club owner. Yeah, but he lost a lot of money when he sold Crystal Palace. And I think, look, the thing is if you look at people are very easy to read. Everyone wants to be rich. Once you become rich, what's the next step for you? It's power. Yeah, it's power. It's fame. After fame is power. Look at Donald Trump. Yeah, he became rich. Did that. He then became famous. Ticked. What did he want after that? Power. Went for president. Yeah. I think it's the same as Simon Jordan. He's done the money. What's next? Fame. Yeah. What comes with fame? Power. Opinion is power as well. So that's why I think he's done that. I don't think he needs the money. Josh said it's in a bit disappointed that we didn't sign Keenan Davis because he was really influential second half of the season. When he joined and a massive help in our promotion push. I wasn't that bothered about not signing Davis because of his injury issues. I'll tell you what, guys, in the comments, if you could only sign one of the loan players that we had last season, who would you have signed? Would it have been Spence? Would it have been Garner? Would it have been Davis? I don't think anyone's going to go Max Lowe, but would it have been Max Lowe or would it have been Zink? Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one more. Let me know. We'll have a quick look at them. All right, I'm gonna have to scroll here because there's so many comments. How are you guys still awake, man? I think it's pre-match nerves, isn't it? Jed on loan. Oh, I'd love it. With an option to buy, I would love it. Love it. All right, I'm gonna scroll down and see what you guys are saying for this one. We've got Omar saying Spence, Dean saying Ghana, Smithy saying Zinc. Where's Bet MMA? Is he in here? He'll say Zinc as well. Zinc, I was never sold on. Oh, Zinc's the one I missed, wasn't it? Yeah. I was never sold on Zinc. He was good at closing down, but overall, I'd rather have MG Dub than him. For God's sake, Forrest Ant's agreeing with me again. Ant saying Spence as well. A lot of you are saying Spence. Should we make this interesting? By the way, on the polls, 58% of you wanted Toffolo, 42 Lodi. I'd say the 58% of you are wrong because you disagree with me. Let me ask this question, right? Who would you have signed? This one's going to split you guys, surely. And all right, new poll. Who would you have signed? Spence or Ghana? Spence or Ghana? That's the question for the latest poll. Red saying Ghana. Chuck saying, so you get money from affiliate links. You now have the fame. Are you running for PM next? I'll do a better job than Liz Truss, wouldn't I? I think any of us would. Yeah, no, I need the money first, and then I'll move on to fame, and then I'll move on to power. Kev saying Spence. I see is saying Spence. Just saying Zinc has been wronged too by his new club. Yeah, he's out on loan in did he go Belgium or France? Can't remember now. Mark saying Spence. The percentage is 72% Spence. I should have added Keenan Davis in there. That would have been interesting. Loved him so much, says Smithy. Where did we get to? I'll tell you how I am still awake. I just woke up and found you online from Brisbane. Well, g'day, mate. That's the worst Australian accent ever. What time's the game going to be for you, Chuck? Oh, man. So is it going to... Are you now in the game day? Or will it be on a Sunday for you? Oh, it's too late for me to do any maths right now. Spence says Adam all day. 60 likes says Retro. Here we go, Ez. I reiterate that no Premier League club has signed as many players as we have this season. There's no blueprint for this, so we are so when we are trying to dissect it, we're purely Ez, when we get chatting on Sunday, if you're coming on the Sunday show on the Forest Forum, I'm gonna rip you apart for what I watched back your thing with Dor the other night. I'm gonna rip you apart about the loan signings. I can't wait. Because I completely disagree with you. Charlie says, irrespective of whether players are Cooper signing or not, he should be able to work with them. I think a few might be duds. Charlie, you got some great opinions. You really do. Josh says, Lodi hasn't shown enough fight yet to impress me. Give him time, Josh. Trust me, give him time. Let's see where you are. 74% of you saying Spence, 26 saying Ghana. Comment of the night. I think Jono is missing Spence like a hole in their heads. I really do. I think the chemistry those two had was ridiculous. 60 likes. Show us the fucking number. Is it 60? All right, fine. Let's do this. Drum roll, please. Oh man, I'm gonna get such pelters from an individual in a second. Ready? Here comes Forrest Ant. Oh no! Oh, I shouldn't have shown it. He's gonna absolutely rip me a new one. I think he's falling off his chair or his couch or whatever. Looking forward to it. Let me check what I said. That is my age, man. Ish. Oh yeah. It's also MG Dub has had some great link up play with Spence, but yep, that is true as well. Why is he gonna give me pelters? Because of whose number it is. On the team. Nothing wrong with, yeah, I know there's nothing wrong with the number. It's just who's associated to that. Now, there is zero link to the person who is associated to that number, right? Because I think he's one of the worst players we have in the squad, right? You look old for your age. I do anyway, man. That's what you get with kids. I was kind of close to 7. Yeah, you weren't far off. You were the closest. Wait. Do you guys even know who our number 8 is? Do you guys know? It ain't Yates, am I? It ain't Yates. He's 22. I ate Derby on my. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. No is the answer, man. It's not. It's not. It's not. Well, it is him, but no, I'm not a Colback lover. Don't you start. Don't you? Oh God, you also. Yeah. So, look, the story about number 8. Ever since I was like a kid, the first shirt I ever wore was number 8. I used to play in a cam position, not very well, but I was a cam. I've always had number 8. My birthday's the 18th of November. I wish I was born on the 8th of November, but it's an 8. It's an 8. It's always been 8 for me. 8's my favorite number. It's got nothing to do with Colback. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, the finest midfielder the Premier's ever seen. Shut up, man. Stop saying the C word. Yeah, imagine I got number 3. That looks weird on Cook as well, doesn't it? Number 3. Ginger. Could take that comment off, man. Wolverine is 8. Yeah, it's always been 8. It's always been 8. It always will be 8. Yeah, nothing. I can't wait till they change the shirt numbers next season. Thing is, I live in Derby shite as well, bro. You gotta get moving, man. You gotta move out of that dump, man. All right, guys, what time is it? Oh, it's nearly midnight. All right, shall we wrap up? Shall we wrap up? Okay. I'm gonna go and give you guys my prediction for tomorrow. It will probably change by the time we get to the live stream. So don't forget, the live stream is at 2:30 tomorrow. There should be, if you're subscribed, I think the link for it is already up. So you can go hit the notify me button so you don't miss the start. Fuck off, man. 30 more minutes. I'm kind of running out of topics. I don't know unless you guys can think of anything to talk about. 2 p.m. can't come fast enough. Oh, man. Oh, my. You're right, man. 2 p.m. is more scary than 3 p.m. on a Saturday because we have to see Cook's name. Guys, do you think Cook starts tomorrow? Do you think Cook starts tomorrow? I think he does. And if he does, I'm praying for a yellow card. I really am. Look at the legend Omai putting all the links out there. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, guys, because I will react, and I always react angrily to the team sheet at 2 p.m. I really want us to play at least once in that bloody third kit. Do you know what, Josh? I hate our away kit with an absolute passion. I just can't. I can't get, like, you know, this one now without a sponsor is slowly growing on me. I still think we need a sponsor, but I just can't. That away kit just looks so horrible, man. I don't mind the third kit, even though people took the mick out of it with the London Underground seats. Yeah, but do you guys like the yellow kit? I just can't stand it, man. I really can't stand it. Let's discuss who will leave in January. Jesse Lingard, Colback, Cook. That would be my 3. You hope not, says Ants. I think he's talking about Cook there. I wouldn't start him though, says Josh. Too many Cooks spoil the team. Fully agree. See you tomorrow for the watch along. 2-0 win, says Mark. I'll take that, man. I'll take that. 2 p.m. Wolverine meltdown is a classic. Do you know what it is, right? The problem with when the team sheet comes out on Twitter, right? Because I start from the top, you see Hendo, you're like, fine. And then it's always like Cook as the next name. And instantly I'm like, fucking Cook, man, what are you thinking? And then you get to the next name and you're like, McKenna, you're like, okay. And then you suddenly kind of scroll down and you miss someone, and then you go back, you're like, why is Coyote still in there? And it's like another tweet of pure anger, man. And then you see the whole team sheet. Then I put it onto the pitch. And then I play around with it and I start thinking, okay, I see what he's done here. Maybe this is okay. I can see why he's gone Quixote there. And then I send a calming down tweet, and I always get the tweets that I can't stand. The replies are like, you need to back the team, man. I'm like, it's not 3 p.m. yet. I can still have my say. I'll back them when they get on the pitch. Can you rage quit on the team sheet? I nearly did. I nearly did against Villa, man. FIFA style rage quit, man. Okay. Last couple of comments, and we're gonna wrap up. Cook will start and be CPT2. What's CPT? What the hell CPT? McKenna and Yates in center of defense. Don't get Ant started on that, Mark. Don't get Ant started on that. Yes, but we hated the yellow away kit and we won a load and we love it. I can't stand it. Oh, the yellow for me, it just looks crap, man. It really does. The yellow. No, I didn't mind the one last season. Yeah, because that grew on me. When I first saw it, I was like, get the sunglasses out. Yeah, the old yellow and orange one. But you look at it now, it's so much better. Have I seen? Yeah, I've seen the leaked team sheet. I don't like it. I really hope it's wrong. I really don't like it. Fuck's sake, Wolverine, stop streaming. I told you hours ago how I can't pull myself away from such a great stream. To be honest, man, I'm just winging it right now, and I've got not much more to say because I'm getting tired as well. All right, let's wrap it up. We'll go to midnight so that we're in game day, and then we'll wrap it up. All right. Dean says, win for Forest tomorrow. Also, Brighton were awful tonight. I think this new Zebra manager is shanking them up nicely, but I am worried that now they're on 2 losses. They're going to look at the Forest match and we have to beat Wolves tomorrow. And we've got to, if we can beat them 2, am I dreaming 3-0? Really put a statement down. Go into Brighton with confidence. Smash them. Then smash Liverpool at home. Then beat Arsenal away. Then beat Palace away. Then we're probably going to be sitting 6th in the table. Then I'm going to turn to all you guys and say, remember when I said we'll finish 4th? We'll probably be sitting here on the same points after the Palace match, and we'll all be crying, and you guys will just be requesting therapy streams. It's a big couple of weeks for us. It really is. McKenna was pretty solid on Monday. I like McKenna. He's just got to be paired with the right guy. I hope Cook is not playing, but I think what Ez said here, if that team sheet is right, then why are they leaking it? And I don't know. What was saying here? I'd give him man of the match or to MG Dub. I gave it to MG Dub. I thought he had a really good game. Hopefully McKenna broke Cook's leg and it's a little harsh, man. Why are you lot saying captain? What's captain? Captain? What's all these captain things, man? I need to scroll down and see what's going on. Share it with me, bro. It was spot on last time it was there. Okay, I'll drop it to you after the stream, man. I don't really want to share it on Twitter because I don't know if I believe it or not, but I'll share it. You need to find out whoever's leaking the team sheet out. It's not helpful. I have an idea, but I ain't gonna say. Can we just watch the games from last season? Says Oh my. Oh, CPT. Oh, captain. I was like looking at it thinking it was like clicks per minute. I was all getting YouTubey on it. Okay, thank you. Got it, captain. Wait, who are you saying was captain now? I can't remember now. Sorry, Retro. Okay, where are we? Sounds like you need to subscribe to Do Daily. I am subscribed to Do Daily. You should all be subscribed to Do Daily with his motivation. Is anyone else nervous about tomorrow, man? I've gone 2 minutes ago, I'm saying 3-0. Now I'm thinking Traore is going to rip our defense a new one with his pace. Luckily, he's so shit at crossing and shooting. Now I've said that, he's going to score a hat-trick. Look, who am I worried about tomorrow? By the way, pretty much everything I said on the preview video is pretty much wrong on Wolves. Neves is going to start. He was suspended, not injured. I'm worried about Traore because of his pace. And I'm worried about... what's the Valencia guy called? that tore us a new one in the preseason. His initials are GG. I forgot his name now. I've gone blank. Quick, someone do it. Someone do it. Quick. Stream delay. Someone give me his name. While I'm waiting for his name, it's not Lingard, Dan. It's not Lingard. Also, I feel if we concede first, we're fucked, as our team is packed full of young players who got the talent but lost their head after they concede. Yeah, I know. But if we score, are we screwed as well? I don't know, man. I don't know. What was the league team sheet? I don't really want to share it just in case it's wrong, but also I don't want to promote it either. It definitely wasn't. Cook for captain. Oh, God. All right. Guadas, thank you, Ez. Always reliable. Is anyone worried about him? Because he's been terrible for Wolves, but they have been playing him out wide. But against Forest, he was unbelievably good. I kind of wanted us to sign him. Remember when Cook made his debut versus Arsenal? Was that his debut match? Was that his... let me move it. I can't remember his actual performance, if I'm being honest, against Arsenal. I was just... Because my little boy, he supports Arsenal. I just was happy to take the piss out of him for the next... I'm still taking the piss out of him now. He's there like, yeah, daddy, we're top of the league. And then my other son is a Glory supporter. He's a Man City fan. Like, at least my younger one, who's an Arsenal fan, has been with them thick and thin. But right now, he's like, daddy, we're top of the league. And I'm like, yeah, but you've never won the European Cup, mate. You've never won the European Cup. Valencia guy, Gary Neville. He was terrible at Valencia, wasn't he? Midnight, good night, up the Reds. Mark, have a good night. It is midnight, guys. Let's wrap it up. Let's chuck on a few things here. Wolverine, according to the league team sheet, what appears to be the four back. And I'll share it in the group thing. Guedes is injured. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I don't understand how he drops Worrell for the last few games and continues to play Cook when he's one of our actual problems. Yeah, I know. And with Worrell being captain as well, it's weird. You'll have to let the viewers know if the league team sheet is that. Yeah, I will. I will definitely do that. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Charlie there. I think Cook will play tomorrow, but I hope it's his last game for a long time. For me, baby steps is Coyote out for someone who has pace position. Don't really give a shit who Cooper puts up top. Guys, indeed it is. It's officially match day. We are 12, 13, 15 hours away from kickoff. But more importantly, 14 hours away from the team sheet. And I'm crapping it. Okay, so quick rundown. If you haven't already, go and sign for Amazon Prime to get your free trial. The link is, I think it's in the description, isn't it? Let me just chuck it in the chat for you guys. Hold on, let's just put that. Oh, it's pinned to the chat. It's already pinned to the chat. So click on the pinned comments, yeah? If you haven't got Amazon Prime. If you have got Amazon Prime and you're ever doing shopping, please, if you'd be kind enough, just hit one of my links and it will put a cookie session on there. If you want to be a member, it's 99p. I've made it as cheap as possible. You get all those beautiful emotes that the guys are sharing in there. I need like 3 more members, and then we will be unlocking another emote. And I think the members wanted O'Brien next. So it'll be O'Brien added to the list. And then finally, the watch along tomorrow, 2:30, followed by the player ratings. And depending on how we're all feeling, maybe we do a fan forum. And then on Sunday, we've got the Forest Forum with all the YouTubers. And we're just going to get into whatever happens tomorrow. Guys, I'm nervous, but I'm slightly confident, but I'm also very nervous. That's probably the best way to describe it right now. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. We will be back tomorrow. I don't know if I have time to do a Forest news video tomorrow before the match, because it's going to be a long day. So we'll probably see you on the watch along at 2:30. So, fan forum where I quit says, oh my, well, I'll ask the wife. Yeah, all the YouTubers plus Ant. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Get some sleep if you can. This is a big one. Come on, you Reds.